What's up, my Friday the 14th fans and family? Told you guys I was going to wear a different costume this time. I decided to go with Chucky, my good old Chucky. Check out the costume. Got the whole threads going on my hair. So, my movie review today will be on Iron Claw. It's a very, very, very good biographical movie about the Von Erich family. They were a very big family in wrestling back in the 80s. Just as big as the Harts, honestly, I think. But to touch a little base on this will be a spoiler review. There will be spoilers in this movie. So please, if you haven't watched the movie, do not watch the review yet. So, cover base. We'll be talking about Kevin Von Erich, Kerry Von Erich, David Von Erich, Mike Von Erich, Fritz Von Erich, and Doris Von Erich. Also, we'll be talking about Kevin's future wife Pam and some other characters here and there like Ric Flair. So, this is a tragedy also because out of the 5 brothers, one makes it to the end of the movie and in life. So please understand that there is some tragic moments in the movie. Some take their own life, which is a very sad situation. Mental health is a very serious issue in this country. A lot of people deal with it daily. So just, if you need help, reach out. Now, on to the movie review. We start off with Fritz Von Erich, who is the father. He came up with this move called the Iron Claw, which is the title of the movie. It's their signature move. He is a very, very, very difficult father. Pushes his sons very, very hard, which you see in the brothers aspect. And then we meet Kevin and his other brothers. They are very close as any brothers I've ever seen. And I have my own brother, and I'm very close to him, but they're extremely close. They want to do everything together. Kevin is a very good wrestler, but when it comes to the promo side of the wrestling, which is like speaking, he is not that good. So his brother David, who also becomes a wrestler, takes over that role. Because he's a good wrestler, but also more outspoken with the promos. So he outshines his brother when it comes to that and gets the opportunity to go up against Ric Flair, who recently won the title, the belt, and a couple of days before he's supposed to fight Ric Flair, he sadly passes away from a ruptured intestines. He's the first brother to lose his life. You also meet the brother Kerry, who is trying to go to the Olympics, which the Olympics gets canceled, so it forces him, with his dad urging him to become a wrestler. Kerry also gets the opportunity, because he's good with promos and wrestling, to go up for the belt, and he wins the belt. Sadly, he also has an incident where he ends up drinking a lot of his motorcycle and wrecking and losing his foot, which sends him down a downward spiral. You meet the brother Mike, who is very good with music, loves music, but he ends up also becoming a wrestler with his dad pretty much pushing him down that road. During a wrestling event, he gets a shoulder injury and has to have shoulder surgery, which causes him to go into a coma. It's shock syndrome, I think that's what they called it. And when he wakes from his coma, he's definitely not the same person you saw through the movie. He's changed mentally, physically, emotionally, and it causes him to take his own life by drugs. So he's the second brother you lose during the movie. The oldest brother you lose in the beginning of the movie when they was kids, but they just explain it. You don't see any of it, or you really don't see most of the deaths, but you hear it. He passed away from drowning. So throughout all that, there's still one more brother you lose. His name's Kerry. I'll get to him in a minute, but you see the emotional toll on the family, and Kevin, who's the second oldest, he loves his brother, so it takes a traumatic and emotional toll on the entire family, including him. It gets to the point that he believes that the Von Erich curse is real, so he gives his kids his biological name and not the Von Erich name that his dad came up with. And he pulls away from his family, his wife, his kids, because he's losing his world, which was his brother's. So, back to Kerry. He calls his brother and says that he's thinking about suicide. And his brother calls his dad and tries to get his dad to help his brother, but it's too late. By the time Kevin gets there, Kerry has already done it, and you lose the last brother. Most of these are just, like, they can be changed, could have been changed if there was that emotional support from the father, but there wasn't. So this is a very tragic family, but also a very loving family at certain aspects when it comes to the brothers and the mother, but it can show you how one person can change their entire emotional state and relationship by just watching this movie. So overall, dramatic, I would give this movie a 5 out of 5. Action, 2.5 stars out of 5. Horror, there's really no horror aspects of it. And then the rating of the entire movie, I would give a 4 out of 5. So I would pretty much give you the Friday the 14th guarantee that you should probably see this in theaters because it's that good of a movie. If you love history, if you love biographical movies, you would have loved this movie. So that's all I got for y'all today. Just remember, if you need help, seek the help you need. Don't fall down the train of getting that emotionally drained that you think there's only one way out. Seek the help you need. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe and like the video if you like it. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. Friday 14th out. Don't watch movies alone.